All right, this person said, I don't have my glasses on, so you gotta spare me. I don't believe men don't have options. That's the problem. It's too many options. How do guys deal with 3, 4, 5 women at a time, but there's no options? Everything else I know is 100, but that part not. But see, and this is where we get confused, right? First and foremost, men don't have options by default. What I mean by that is how you guys view options, how you guys are just able to reach out and grab dudes, basically. We don't have that option. We typically have to work for the options that we do have, right? Now, the second layer of that is that these options that men typically have, they aren't good women. They aren't necessarily what they want. Because if it was the woman that they want, they wouldn't have felt the need to have options. They have what I like to say, 304. That's what they have. And that's the options that you're referring to. No woman of actual quality, no woman of actual standards is putting up with that. And this is why I keep trying to tell you guys, when you guys are getting replaced, you're probably not being replaced by something better. There's a chance that you could be, right? Because anything's possible and there's billions of people on this planet. But for somebody to run into somebody who shares a true soul connection with them, that's rare. For instance, I could be like, I have millions of options. I could be like, I have plenty of options. You get what I'm saying? I interact with a lot of women. I talk to a lot of women. It's not hard for me to reach out and get a woman. I could say I have options, but I know I don't have options. You want to know why? Because the ones that's being presented to me, I don't have that deep innate pull towards them like I do with certain women. I don't feel that soul connection like I do with certain women. They're just women. You get that there's like clear differences between soulmates and just partners. And I'm in the type of person, I look for the soulmate connections. I look for the connections where it's like, you are probably meant to be in my life. You weren't put in my life for no reason. This is a lesson. This is a blessing in some sort of facet. Those are the connections I look for, and they're rare because those connections actually mean something. There's too many times we're connecting ourselves to people who don't mean anything to our journey. And just by us interacting with them, it's setting us back. It's draining our energy. Not everybody needs to be interacted with. However, some men and women are just interacting with Lord knows what, which is why we think that we have more options than we really do. Anybody who says that they have options, look at them and realize that either A, they're traumatized and they don't know what they want, or B, they're just a 304 and that's actually what they want. Because why in the world would you want a whole group of people, a whole group of different individuals who isn't necessarily filling your cup up the ways that you want? Nobody's meeting that criteria, which is why you feel the need to get another one and another one and another one, because none of them are actually fulfilling you in the ways that you thought. So once again, men don't have options like that. We may have access depending on the man, his status, his money, his looks, etc. But the core root of it, true soulmate connections, that's rare. And nobody has a collection of soulmates in their hand. I promise you. They come one by one, by one, by one. They may show in friends, but in intimate connections, that's not how that works.